time for me to go. Hello, welcome back another week at the Noosh vlog here. And this week I've got a couple things I'm working on already. Let me just introduce that. Last week I drew the Bubirusa that I will be carving out, but I need to paint the edges of this one still. And this morning I framed up all these little tiny robots. Look at them all. There's one, and then all of them are right there. I framed up all those little tiny robots, so those are ready to move out the door if anyone wants one of those. I'll put those on my website at some point this week, figure that out, how I want to do that. But back to the Bubirusa. I still need to paint the edges, and before I do that, I have a couple scrap pieces of wood here that I want to draw out some tiny carvings onto, so I can kill two birds with one stone, really. I don't know if I'll carve them this week, but I'll at least have them drawn. I'll have the edges painted, and I'll have them ready to go. Because if I gotta pull out the airbrush to paint the edges on this one, may as well have the airbrush out to paint the edges on a couple other pieces too. Oh, and I am working on a couple commissions this week too. So that is what I'm doing. And I do have a new project that I want to start this week as well. One thing that I haven't done at all during the duration of this Noosh weekly vlog that I've been doing for the past, I guess this is week 73. I haven't done a print on paper that required more than one block. And that's kind of weird as a printmaker. So this week I'm going to start the design of a multi-block, multicolor wood block print. And we'll talk about that. But for now, I'm going to sketch out some tiny little carvings. Tiny carvings, done. All right, let me walk you through what I got. I got a flounder, killer whale, humpback whale, clownfish, whale shark. The whale shark at the aquarium here in Atlanta just died yesterday, so that's why I drew this. That's also probably why I picked the ocean theme. It was sad. Little octopus wearing a hat, a spotted moray eel, little starfish, hammerhead shark, a squid, a manta ray, and then a toothy, fat, little great white shark. So all those are finished, all done. I got to paint the edges of them now, just like I had to do with the Bubirusa, and I'm going to paint all those edges right now. All the edges are painted on the tiny carvings and spray painted on the front so I can get ready to carve them. I've got my Bubirusa edges painted, ready to carve as well. And then my 3 commissions that are ready to carve too. I'm probably just gonna carve on these today. Marty, you coming to visit? I'm probably just gonna carve on the commissions today. And then I will go back and see how long Probably just gonna carve on the commissions today, and then I'm gonna come back and see how far I get on those, and then maybe I can start carving on the other stuffs later. But Marty needs attention. Oh goodness, if you could see this face. If you could see this face. You wanna sit in my lap? You gonna sit in my lap? Come here. All right. I guess Marty says it's time for me to go. It's Wednesday afternoon now, and not much has changed in your world, but in my world, I've finished all of the 3 commission pieces. Those are all carved and ready to paint up now. And now I can comfortably and confidently move to the carving of my Bubirusa. I almost forgot the name of it, the Bubirusa. So that is what I'm going to do now. That's what I'm doing now. I'll carve for the rest of the day here. I'll probably start painting some things tomorrow, and then we'll go from there. All right. Hey, you get to watch me carve. It's Thursday morning now, and I have finished the Bubirusa carving. That one is all done. I'm gonna make him sit on the bottom of the frame there. There he goes. Look at that. So that one is all done. I think it came out pretty good. A lot of fun areas, a lot of wrinkles. I'm gonna have fun with the color too. I think the darks and lights and shading and areas of paint are gonna make this one interesting as well. I've got some thoughts. It's finished. So the next thing I need to do is I need to paint this and all 3 of the commissions that I did this week. And I will also, in the middle of all that, I will show you the inking of a pet portrait that I completed about 2 months ago now. So you get to see that too this week. So I'll throw that in there as well. But the Bubirusa is done. Bubirusa, Bubirusa, Bubirusa. And just like that, we're back to Friday. The Bubirusa piece is all finished up. It is finished. I like how it came out. I had some thoughts about painting it one way, but then I just decided to do something a little bit differently. I was going to do like blobby paints. Don't really know what that means, but I decided just to blend all the paint together like I generally do and go from like light to dark, dark to light. And I kind of have a general rule with my carvings that I want to let the carving marks be the star and the paint be secondary, just kind of defining everything. So I think I've let that happen here. I didn't want to get super crazy with all the paint and texture. Just keep it carve mark texture. There's a little bit of paint texture in there, but not a whole lot. So this one's done. It is right there. It's fun. I don't know if anyone cares about Bubirusa's, but I've carved one now. So if anyone ever asks me, hey, have you ever carved a Bubirusa? I can now answer yes. I don't think anyone's going to ask me that question. Will you ask me? In like 2 years, somebody asked me this question, so I can answer yes to it. Anyways, so that's done. It's Friday. I have a couple t-shirts to print today. I'm going to do that first thing in the morning, and then I'm going to spend the rest of the afternoon brainstorming for the next week. Like I said, I want to do a multicolor print similar to this. Let me show you. So this is a multi-block, multicolor print that I did a couple years back. It's a couple pandas sleeping. You see I've got dark green, I've got light green, I've got yellows, I've got purple, I've got more greens and stuff down there. The interesting thing about this piece is I never used the color purple. The 4 blocks that I use black, yellow, green, blue, and pink. The pink and the blue mix together to make purple. The blue and the yellow mix together to make green. You see the blues back there. It goes from a light blue or dark blue to a light blue towards the top. And then just more and more stuff there. So that is what I used here. That is kind of what I did. I think I did a second blue block to kind of get the dark and light greens going on there too. So I want to do something else, another print like this. I think this came out pretty nice, so I'm excited about this. So I'm just going to play around, come up with a sketch, figure it out. That's what I'm going to do this evening. But for now, let me print some shirts. All right, shirts are finished. And like I said, for the remainder of this video, or remainder of today, I'm just gonna sit down here and sketch some things. Oh, I wanna show you something. As a little warm-up sketch, I kind of sat down and doodled on this piece of wood for just a little monster. I don't know. I was in a doodle mood. So I doodled on this piece of wood, a little monster. I'll carve that up later at some point. But I think for this multicolor print thing, I'm going to do like a little monster. So I'm just going to doodle some monster ideas for the rest of the afternoon, see what I come up with. Maybe I'll come up with something fun, something cool. Maybe I won't. But that will be what you see for the last bit of this video. So hopefully you enjoyed again this week the Bubirusa carving, and then all the tiny carvings I sketched up. Those will be carved next week probably, and then the multicolor print, which I'll start working on next week, and you get a little tease of it right here. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. I'll see y'all next week. All right, thanks. Bye.